Okay. Okay, so let's start off with our G major scale and arpeggio. Best you can do. Best intonation and sound quality you can get. I better tune up. There we go. Okay. So let's do it. G major, nice and easy and with a great sound. Ready, go. All right, now let's do the arpeggio. Ready, go. Hmm. You know, one thing I love about playing the fiddle is how when you got a good fiddle. Oh, whoops. Okay. Now I'm using hotel internet. It's not always great. So far, so good. Okay, good. It's all right. Yeah. So I was saying there. One thing I love about the fiddle is how well when you got a good fiddle is how it vibrates your jawbone. Have you guys ever noticed about that? And it's one of the things that really is rewarding with playing the fiddle. And it reminds me of the old days when nobody used shoulder rests, you know, because shoulder rests are a new thing. They came in the late 70s. Back in the old days, people would put the fiddle right on their shoulder like this. And one of the reasons that people did that was because it made contact with your clavicle and it vibrated this whole part of your body here. And many of the great violinists talk about how nice that is, what a beautiful thing that is when you're playing, especially when you're in tune. Oh my God, it's really strong then. So it's something to keep in mind. It's one of those signs that your fiddle is rattling properly and that you're playing in tune. And it's really nice as well. So let's do it again. So what I'd like to do with G major tonight is try to get the speed up a little bit with it. All right? So let's do it again just slightly faster. And then we're going to do it again even faster. And we'll do the same with the arpeggio. You might find the arpeggio is more challenging. Here we go. Ready, 2, 3, go. Ready, go. Okay. How's it feeling? How did that do? Was it okay? Not too bad? Let's do it even faster. Okay? So it's going to be kind of like this. We'll try that out. Okay? Let's do it. Ready, 2 and 3, go. Okay, oh, arpeggio. Oh, 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, how's everybody feeling about that speed of G major? Did it suffer at all? Did your intonation suffer at all at that speed? Not too bad, that's great. Okay, let's go a little bit faster, just a bit. Now, just to give you an idea what that was da 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 da. That was about 50 on the metronome. Okay, that was about 50 for that scale. So let's up it. Let's try it at, say, 70. Okay, just to see what happens. I'll turn it on. So that's going to be... That's 70, okay? So let's try it. 1, 2, 3, go! Arpeggio, ready, go! Okay, now how did we do with the 70? Anybody notice that it suffered a bit, or is it still holding good? Oh, that's really, really good. Yes, Sue?
The only thing, it's hard to get that, what is that? The third finger on the G string. Good. What is that note?
That's a G.
Yeah, it's hard to get that sounding good.
And what?
It's the G. It's the C. It's the C.
Oh. I'm going to tell you something there, Sue. The C on the G string is one of the worst notes on the fiddle.
Yeah, it sounds like mud.
It does. I always say, even when it's in tune, it sounds like a fart.
Okay, good.
It just is like that. Now, I'll show you. And you make a very good point. I'm glad you're observing that. So here it is when it's bang on in tune. I'm going to show you. Here's my C. It's not so bad with the middle C, eh? That's kind of a nice note. It rings out pretty good. But that low C, that's it bang on in tune. You get no ring off the fiddle like the other third finger notes. You get nothing, okay? Here it is again.
Reminds me of a foghorn.
What?
Reminds me of a foghorn.
Yeah, exactly.
Foghorn.
Exactly. Don't park the boat! Anyway, here it is a little bit flat. It's very similar, isn't it? It sounds very similar. Here it is in tune again. Okay? Here it is sharp. That's really hard to hear. Really hard to hear that. Here it is in tune again. Okay? So that's the problem with C. That's why it's a problematic note. The best advice I have to battle the C on the G string is drop downs. Okay? And that means that I play my open G and I bring in that C and I see what it is, if it's flat or if it's sharp, and I make note of that, and then I do another attempt. And on another attempt, I'm probably going to get it in tune. Oh, good, I got it in tune. So now I'm going to make note of how that feels on the finger, how hard I'm pressing, the gap between 1 and 2, and I'm going to do 3 or 4 more, hopefully. So that was 4 successful low C's on the first try. See that? And that way you start to practice getting the note in tune on the first try. Because that's what's really hard about a lot of these notes. Like, you might get it in tune after you heard it for a second and you move your finger, but who has time for that when the 8th notes are flying around your helmet, right? So the drop down exercise really helps to get it in tune. My advice when you're doing it, though, is that if you try a couple of those C's and they're really good, and then you try, say, number 5 and it's not in tune, and you try number 6 and it's also not in tune, you leave it. You go to a different string, a different finger, okay? And then you come back to it and you'll probably have more success, So in my experience, people usually get it right 4 or 5 times, and then it starts to go awry. Okay? So that should be your goal with the drop downs on the C. Let's try a few drop downs, okay? We'll do the C for, actually, you know what? Let's do the D string first, because that's a rewarding note. You get the nice ring of the fiddle. Oh, it's just lovely. So let's try some drop downs on the G. Ready? D3. Ready? Go. Now everybody take note of your finger. Were you in tune? If not, let's fix it on this try. Ready? Go. No, I still was a little tiny bit flat. I'm going to give it another go. That was in tune, okay? So now, if it's the same for you, let's maximize. Let's do it, say, 3, 4, maybe 5 times. Ready? Go. One more. All right. Now, how did everybody do? Let's go person by person. What about you, Elizabeth? How many times did you get it right there?
I don't know, 4 out of 5.
Oh, that's really good. Really, really good. That's a great result. How about you, Sue? How did you do with the C? You're muted, but you can just hold up your fingers. How many successful attempts? 4. That's really good. Really good. What about you, Deborah?
I had 4 as well.
Oh, excellent. Very good. What about you, Melanie?
4 out of 5. The fourth one was off.
The fourth one was off. See, that's good. When you're taking note of this is how you get better. How about you, Calida? How many successful ones that time? 3, 4. 3 or 4. That's good. You're doing really, really good. What about you, Bev? How many successes did you have there? 4. That's great. Excellent. Susan says 3. That's really good. What about the ladies there? 2. Oh my God. And the both of you couldn't have been the same for the both of you, is it? It could run in the family. Could. But anyway, let's do it again. All right, now I'm going to give you the C to tune. Everybody tune that C before we try it. Okay, you know how it feels and how it sounds, so let's get them in. I'm going to try for 5. Okay? Open and then 3. Yes, Deborah?
Which note? Which note?
Still the C, G3.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, we were doing D3. Sorry. Let's do it. Yeah, D3. D3. Okay. Ready, go. One more. All right, hold up your fingers. I'm good. I was good the entire time. I got all 5. 4, 4, 5, 2. Oh no! And how the ladies did? Hold up your fingers again. How many? 3. Improvement. That's great. Excellent. 2 for you, Diana. It's okay. Keep at it. So just make note. The most important thing is to make note of the tendency, whether it's flat or sharp. I mean, most people I find play flat their first attempt. Some people play sharp. So you got to pay attention to what your hand wants to do. Let's go to the C now, okay, on the G string.
Dan?
Yes.
Wait, Dan? Yeah. I just noticed, it really depends on how much pressure I put on the string, and it makes such a huge difference.
Yes.
Just a little bit of pressure either way.
Yes. Now, the thing is about that, and you make a really good point, Bev, because you know that finger placement on the fiddle is just the first step to being in tune, right? Then you got to get the finger pressure right. So when you're doing your drop downs, what you want to make note of is when you get the note in tune, you have to make note of how hard you're pressing down to get it, okay? So people do it different ways. They do percentages. You know, I have about 75 or 80% pressure on my third finger when I'm in tune. Not all, not full pressure. It's about 75 or 80%. The other thing that some people do is you try to make note of how much the butt cheeks on either side of the string from your finger are touching the fingerboard, right? Because, like, you know, you can bring your finger down and those butt cheeks are just touching a little bit. Or you can bring your finger down and they're fairly squished against the fingerboard, you know? And so try to make note of that. How much do they squish down on either side of the string there? Okay, if you can feel that. So let's get that C. Here's the C. Oh, God. Okay, now let's try some. Open and then 3. I'm going to do 5. Ready, go. Okay, now I got 5. I did good that time. How about everybody else? Good. Good. Oh, that's great. 4. That's really good. So, and 2. Still down to 2 there, ladies. Oh, the other thing is, make sure your fiddle's in tune. That's the other thing. Because I remember, who was I working with the other day? And we were working away, and she was fairly tearing her hair out. And then I asked her to play me her strings, and she was really flat. The poor thing. She's trying to get everything in tune. The fiddle was flat as a pancake, you know? So you might just take a quick check and make sure your fiddle's in tune. Now, that's the C. Let's do the C again, because the C requires more work to listen and to get familiar with how it feels, okay? So let's do some more. Here it is. Okay, now we're going to do it. Ready, go. How we doing, people? I got good. I did 5. The 4th one wandered a tiny bit, but not very far. 2. Oh, no. It happens. 5 for Mel. 4. It's really good. Really good. Really good. So anyway, that's the way to strengthen it there, Sue. I'm glad you brought it up. That's the way to strengthen the C. But remember that the C requires more than all the other third finger notes because it has nothing to give you. No ring, no clarity, no brightness, nothing like that. You just have to get to know it with all its warts, as it were. Okay? Now, let's see. I think maybe after all that drop-down work, we should try the G major again and see if it goes any better. And then we're going to do E minor. Okay, here we go. Ready? G. Arpeggio, ready, go. All right, how are we feeling now? Was that better? The C come in a little better? Oh, that's great. That's really, really good. Okay, now we're going to look at E minor. So E minor is G major's relative, as I'm sure I must have explained to you guys, I hope. They have the same key signature, okay? So we're going to use exactly the same shape of hand, but we're going to start our scale on E instead of G. Okay, so here's your E. Okay, and now we're going to go nice and easy, same shape as G. We're going to go all the way up to high B and all the way down to low B. Okay, let's try it. Ready? Go. Okay, now let's try the arpeggio right away. It starts on the E, and then there's G and B. Okay, let's try that. So we'll start with E, G, B, E, G, B, G, E, B, G, E, low B. That's a nice double stop there. That's E and B together is really nice double stop. Deborah, I could see you scowling at your high B, and I can identify with you.
No, it wasn't that. I didn't know which notes I was supposed to be hitting, so I was trying to play it in my ear or what it should be.
Oh, you mean
And
like
that's
the
getting-
arpeggio, you mean?
Yeah, I was doing it in my ear because I didn't catch where to start, so I was.
Oh, okay. I thought you had
with my ear. Apparently.
I thought you had a problematic high B like I do. Mine's always sharp, the damn thing. I'm trying to get better at it. Anyway, let's do it all again, okay? Straight up E minor scale, followed by the arpeggio. Should be brilliant this time. Okay, let's do it. Ready? Go. Okay, arpeggio. We'll start on the E, G, B, E, G, B, G, E, B, G, E, B. All right. You know, I never really understood why they chose the first part of the alphabet for the names of the notes in music, you know, because they all rhyme. So I was just saying the notes we were playing there, B, G, E, and I realized that it might be very hard to hear me whether I'm saying G or E or B. And I usually, what we used to do on the stage back when everybody was still doing gigs, was we didn't say that. If it was the key of B, it would be boy. And if it was the key of E, it's Edward. And if it's G, it's the key of girl. And I remember I learned it off a blues guy that I played with down in Ohio. His name was Jerome Freeman. And that's what he used to put his head back and say, "All right, boys, shuffle, key of girl." Anyway, it is a good way to do it. Okay, so that's our exercises for the evening, and I hope you're all limbered up there with the left hand, and E minor is working good, sounding good. And so let's try playing. Oh, actually, you know what? We should review Malcolm Finley before we try playing our whole set. So let's review Malcolm Finley just kind of briefly there, and make sure there's no problems with it, and then we'll try our set. And then I'm going to share my screen, and you guys are going to learn Johnny Wilmots, and I'm going to watch you. It'll be very interesting. Okay, so Malcolm Finley. I'll just play it for you to get in your head. Remember that one? Let's go slow. Okay, let's try it. Ready, 2, 3. Again. Again. All right, how are we doing? Feeling all right? Fitting in there okay? Anything in the way of going faster, do you think? Tiny bit, not much. Let's do it. So let's try maybe about... like that, okay? Let's see what happens. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Now that looked pretty good. Pretty cheery. Bow's moving along pretty nice. Anybody?
You're doing some different.
Sorry?
You're doing some different stuff in there. You're doing some different stuff in there than we are, but that's okay.
Probably, yes. I don't have
And
the
I think this
Yep.
music.
Yeah,
I think there's a timing issue too.
Okay, let me just check. I will bring it up.
Yeah, you're a little bit delayed.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I'm going ahead and I'm thinking, I don't know how. Yeah, it's okay.
All right. Yeah. Damn internet. Oh, that's the other Malcolm Finley. Okay. This is the one here. Okay. Let's give her one more try, guys. I got the music in front of me so I can do it exactly the same as you all without fail. Oh, whoops. Okay. Okay, one more time. Ready, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. Wait, no, this is not the right one. Sorry about that. This is the right one. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Again. One more. There we go. That's the one I sent you. How did that go that time?
I think there's still something. No, I think there's something different too, or unless it's just. I don't know. Somehow
No, he's doing something different.
in the very
I
first-
disagree. I think it's note for note. It's note for note for what I have in front of me.
You
Yeah.
know what? It must
But
be
you know
that I'm
what?
hearing
But it's
something
going.
different.
But it's going fast. The feed is going faster and slower, and it's hysterical. Like sometimes it's too fast, and it's so funny. It's just like I don't know. It feels like a child's game or something like that.
Well, I will
It's the
tell you.
internet.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah,
internet.
it's the internet.
It's probably
Yeah.
the internet. But I'll tell you, I did, just to be sure, I did bring up the version that I sent you guys, and I can see it because it's on the email thread that I sent you guys. So it's definitely the right
note for
version.
note.
Yeah.
It's note for
yeah.
note.
Sorry about
Yeah,
that. Sorry
I
about the internet.
agree. I think it's just a timing thing. I think the notes are fine. I
Okay.
think it's a speed up and catch up and slow down and catch up kind of thing.
Yeah, and I brought my Ethernet cable because I'm trying to learn how to do this on the road, but there's nowhere to plug it in this hotel. There's nowhere to plug in an Ethernet cable. I can't find anywhere to plug in an Ethernet cable.
Behind the bed, probably.
Yeah, the bed seems to be a built-in thingy. There is no behind the bed. And I know that because I was just desperately looking for my car keys. Anyway, it's okay. I'll get a handle on it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to see about buying one of those internet booster thingies I've seen on the internet for when I'm on the road. And see if that makes things a little bit smoother for when I'm on the road. Now, I'm not going on the road very much in the near future, so it's not really an issue until life gets back to normal, but definitely I'm going to have to work something out like that. Now, if everybody's happy with Malcolm Finley, except for the bad internet, why don't we try our set? Okay? We'll try it. We'll just practice it. Nice and easy. Huntington Castle, Bog-a-Login, Sweet Molly, 9-Pint Coggy, Malcolm Finley. This is a real Cape Breton set. Like 10 tunes in the same key. Except for E major at the end. Slightly different key. Anyway, so line all that up there, guys, and we'll give it a go. My room, here, I'll check out this room that we got here in Quebec. The balcony looks down onto the pool where my kids are. And they're waving at me right now. It's kind of cool. My kids love the pool. My God, they'd stay in the pool all day long if I let them. Okay, let's give it a go. Huntington, Bog-a-Login, Sweet Molly, 9-Pint Coggy, Malcolm Finley. Okay. How does the Huntington go? Oh, yeah. That's right. That's what it is. Okay, let's give it a go. Nice and easy. I love this tune. Again. That's too fast, I know. I went into those reels and I knew it was too fast. We'll go a little slower.
Which one are we on? Sorry.
We just started Sweet Molly. Or Maggie, or whatever. Sweet Molly. It's Molly, yeah. So we're going to do just the reels, because I've launched into them. As my buddy Brian would say, I horsed into them. Okay, a little slower. Ready, 2, 3. Here we go. Here we go. Malcolm Finley. Now, but watching you guys do that set, I think that maybe next week, I think maybe we should do some review work on the reels. and do some speed kind of things. So next week we'll take those reels, including the one you'll learn tonight, Johnny Wilmot's maybe. We'll see how that goes. But we'll take those 3 reels and we're going to do them nice and slow a few times, and then we're going to do some speed trials to try to get them a little bit more under your fingers and a little bit more familiar. Okay, and that's what we'll do next week. Anybody have any comments or anything, or questions or anything about any of that before we move on with Johnny Walnuts?
If you're looking at me as gay, don't, because at this time of night I am so tired. I'm having a hard time concentrating on notes. It's just I'm tired.
Me too. I drove 10 hours today. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you must be tired.
Oh no, I'm good to go. Anyway, so now we're going to get into Johnny Wilma. So I made this great video last night. So I'm going to share my screen. There we go. And I'm gonna play you that video. And I'm going to watch you guys go through this. Where's my Chrome window? Oh, there it is. Okay. YouTube. All right. Okay. Let's wait for this to load.
That I play anyway. I'm always pulling it out for years now. And I told you guys.
Does everybody see that okay?
Johnny, and Michael Coleman waiting for the ferry to go to Newfoundland, and what a great Irish player he was. And you can check out his recordings on my friend Paul Cranford's website there, which is cranfordpub.com. It's not a pub; it's a publication place. And he's got a compilation there of Johnny Wilmot's music called Another Side of Cape Breton, and it's just killer. There's just tons of Irish on it, and it's really, really great recordings of a really great player. So if you want to get familiar with that side of Cape Breton, it's a great place to do it, and I can include the link in the email there so you can get familiar with it. But anyway, so Johnny Wilmot's. Now let's take a look at this tune. Let me see where I have it here. So, first of all, I'm just going to give it a crack for you. I'm going to play it a couple times, let you get it kind of sinking into the head there, and then we'll tear it apart. Johnny's a great tune. So obviously you can hear it's in E minor, E Dorian actually, so that's E minor with a C sharp in it. And so the tune is very simple. It's one of these tunes that's the first phrase, second phrase, first phrase again, ending. And the second part is no different, except that it uses the A part as the ending, as you could probably hear there. And we've run into tunes like that before. It's a very common setup for tunes. So anyway, this is one of them. Now let me take a look at this A part here. So we got the first bit, which is it's one of these tunes, it's E minor, so you're putting your first finger there, and that's half the tune, right? We've talked about that before as well. Especially in this last set that we did, all the E minor stuff. But so we go from B to E, and it's kind of an E minor feel here, with the lowest note being the B, so... See that? And then you kind of scale down. And then it has a D pickup to the next phrase. Now, most people I know play a B there, I have to say. But the session.org, that's really the only note that I was questionable about. But I gotta say, I don't hate it. It's nice. So I'll just go over that first phrase really slow, and I'll do it again. It just kind of snakes around down there below the E. So I call that part the kind of the E part, you know. I'll do it again, nice and slow. Let's do it a few times. Okay, we better do it again because it happens a lot in this tune. Like I said, we use it as the outro as well. So let's do it a couple more times. Okay, one more time to be sure. Okay, so that's the first phrase. Now, the second phrase goes to kind of a D chord idea. It's A to the D. The little cut there. I know on the music it's a triplet, but it's a very common kind of misuse of a triplet. It's actually a cut, 2 16th notes and an 8th note. So it's A, D, cut on a D. And then we go down the scale. Kind of like that. See that? And then we got a B. And then you do that again. Okay, and this kind of makes it sound slightly syncopated. One of the cool things about the tune, melodic syncopation. I'm going to do that again. A to the D. F down we go. Back to it. Up we go on the A. A, 1, 3. A, B, D. A, F. See that? Sounds slightly syncopated. Totally cool. I'm going to do it again. A to the D. And then you do it all again. Okay? So let's do that. Let's do the whole string of the A part now. We'll start with the first phrase, which is B to the E. That F is to get ready to play a B again. See? It's kind of cool sound, eh? So that's what that F is there for. And then the next thing you do is just to blast into that B again to start the part again. So let's do it again nice and slow. Okay, now you see I kind of slipped into the ending there. I don't know if you noticed, but so the second ending, That's the first ending, and that's where you do that repeated A, B, D. But in the second ending, you go A, B, D once, but then you're right down to the F, E to finish. Okay, see that? Very nice little lick. And then you would kind of do, now in the music, I don't agree with the pickup notes. Tying it together like it says there. I don't know about that. Seems awkward to me. You could do a grace note, but then you got two in a row. I would use an F, just like you would repeating from the first ending. So it would sound like this. An F and an A, actually. And then start her up again. Well, actually, you'd go into the B part from there. So, and then you go into the B part. So, at that ending again, that second ending, A, B, D, F, E, and then an F, A, B part. Okay, and the B part starts on a B. Okay, so that's the A part. Now let's take the grinder to it. Let's do it a good few times. Let's do it again. Okay, hopefully that's sinking in there. Now, let's see. The B part. Okay, so we got a few things. We got this first phrase here. Okay, and you can hear that's just a scale, right? I think we had a pattern like this. Those scale patterns there for the long bow pattern. Anyway, so this is kind of like that. So we got B to the E, and then we go up to G, back down. And then we do a start at G, down we go to the D, then start at F, right down, skipping 2. That's how that phrase works. It's kind of scaly, but it also skips. Let's do it again. B to E. Down we go. Back to G. Down we go. Back to F. Down we go. Skip 2. That's how that phrase goes. Let's do it one more time. The second phrase is this neat little connector. Sound familiar? So they're getting that from the first ending there. See that? And it tricks the ear. It makes you kind of think of the ending. So let's go through that phrase. We got the little run up from B. and then A to D, F to D, two of them. Let's do that again. One more. And then we got this little syncopated. From the first ending. See that? Try that again. It's a hard one. Okay. And then it goes down to the E, although I play a B. And then we go to the E again. First phrase. This phrase is the same too, except just slightly different. That's all the same. And then we just got this ending. F, E. And you probably recognize that. That's the second ending. Okay? And then I would do the same thing I was talking about before. I would play an F and an A to go and repeat the part again. So let's just try that. We're going to try that whole B part there with the first ending. Nice and slow. Ready? And... run up. A, B, D. Again. A, B, D, F, E. Okay, hopefully that's sinking in there. We'll do that a couple of more times. Let's do it. First ending. An F and an A. And we're going to do it all again, this time with the second ending. Okay, so hopefully that's sinking in there, and we'll have a crack at that second time around the B part. So now, the second time around the B part, let's take a look at that now. So, starts the same way, B to E, but when we finish this part here, now we're going to go to the second ending. And like I was saying before, the second ending is a reprise of the A part with the ending in there. So it sounds like this. See that there? Now I notice in the music they have the proper notation for the cut in the second ending of the B part, just not in the first part. Anyway, okay, so that is how we get into the second ending of the tune. So now let's try playing. First of all, we'll try that second ending just by itself, because it's from the B part, but it goes right to the end. That sometimes is confusing. So let's try that second ending, number 2, the whole thing. Ready? Nice say. Now, let's try going the second time through the B part. Let's try all of that music. Let's B to E. Ready? And... Here we go. Okay, that's the second time through the B part. Let's try that one more time. All right.
Okay, now it looks like you guys are doing really good. Very, very interesting to watch you learning off of this video. And I think you're pretty well at the point where we can run it, where we can play the whole tune. So I'm going to forward it now to the end where I play it 3 times. All right? And the last time it gets a little faster. So here we go. Hold on to your hats now. Come on, YouTube. There we go. Okay.
Okay, so now we're going to play Johnny Walnuts. We're going to grind away at it. We're going to do it a good few times here. And that will be that. That will be Johnny Walnut's Fiddle. Now I'm just going to get it back up on my computer. There we go. Okay, so let's take the grinder to this, guys. We'll do it a good few times.
Okay, everybody, that's Johnny Wilmot's Fiddle. Great tune. Little repetitive, I realize now. Anyway, so there you go. So I think that was a great class. Everybody did really well tonight. I worked you hard, I know. I made your bows keep moving the entire time, so I appreciate the effort. And next week we're back to normal, and we're going to stick that at the end of the set, just like my family used to do. It's a big surprise because you go from the E major back into E minor. It always does the job. So that's what we're going to do. So keep that in mind. We'll work on that next week. And yeah, thanks a million, everybody. I really appreciate your patience. We'll see you next Thursday.
Drive safe tomorrow.
Thank you very much. Thanks again.
Bye-bye.
Bye.